debt to income ratio. This is going to give us how much you can purchase. Okay, so we're going to talk about two parts, and what's referred to in the industry is the front end, okay, and the back end. Okay, front and back. So I'm going to hop over to the back first, because the back is everything that shows up on your credit report. Okay, plus some. Okay, so what I mean by plus some is we're going to take all the debts that show up on your credit report, all those monthly payments, okay, and we're going to include any real estate you own or any private loans that you have that are not showing up there. So if you own another home or a piece of land, even a vacant piece of land, okay, up in Obawash, wherever that is, and whatever, if you have taxes, property taxes, okay, taxes on that land counts towards your back-end debt-to-income ratio. That counts as a debt, okay? If you have another home, okay, if you have a mortgage on that, whether it be a mortgage, taxes, and insurance on that home. And if that home is in a homeowners association, that HOA fee counts in that back end. Okay? Now, these are all the things that count in your back end debt to income ratio. Now, let's go to the front, because we're going to use some of that same stuff. The front end is on the subject property. Okay? On the subject property that you're going to purchase or refinancing. Okay? So whether you're purchasing or refinancing that property, your front end is going to include the principal, the interest, the taxes, the insurance, okay, and any HOA, if there's any, on that home. Okay, whatever those monthly payments are, is there. Okay, so typically a front end, depending on the loan type, whether FHA, conventional, USDA, VA, portfolio loan, that front end, basically that starts with a cap of 32% in that range. Okay, now this will allow you to increase, okay, depending on your credit score. Okay, so it's going to be that 32% will be able to increase depending on your credit score, okay, and assets. So when we look at a bunch of things, we're going to look at what Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, or HUD look at for the different loan types. Is they have a thing called total credit score. Okay, your total scorecard. And that total scorecard is a secret government formula. No one knows how they come up with the algorithm for that. We know through experience how to greatly have an impact on it. We don't know how it works, but we know the things that have an impact on it, and that's what we want to help you improve. So that's why we were talking before about how important that high credit score is. Loan to value, your debt to income ratio is going to have an impact on your purchasing power. Okay, so that we're going to take it to 32. I've actually got loans approved at 44.5% on the front end. Okay, because we had a good total scorecard. Okay, so the first thing we want to talk about is your front end DTI. Now on your back end, depending on the loan amount, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are capped out at 50%. Okay, FHA does not have a cap. VA, okay, so this is going to be on your conventional loans. Sorry. Let's get that so you can read it. Conventional loans. Okay, your back end is going to be capped at 50%. Now, for FHA, there is no cap in writing. There's no cap. There's unlimited. Okay. However, the HUD total scorecard, with FHA HUD, okay, that total scorecard impacts that. So we've never seen, I've never seen it myself. There's always exceptions to the rule, but I've never seen over 56.9%. That seems to be, with the total scorecard, that blocker we hit, okay? VA, we're seeing 55% is the max cap. Now, the higher your credit score, the better your total scorecard with all your assets, with everything you have. Maybe $100,000 or $20,000 in a retirement account that you have access to. All that stuff counts towards your total scorecard. Okay, so credit score is the main driver, but those back end percentages is important. Okay, so we're going to talk. So if your income is $3,000, say your income is $3,000 a month. Okay, your front end, if it's capped at that, I have to get my calculator out, but if you do it real simple, your back end on a conventional loan, you'd be capped at your total credit, your total payments on everything cannot exceed $1,500 a month. Okay, so now that gives us our ability to how much loan amount we can give you. Okay, so that's going to be one of our drivers, and then the front end. Okay, so the front end, I can pull out my calculator real quick. I should have one. I got one right here. Okay, so on $3,000 times 0.32 is a $960. So on this, if your income was only there, you would have $960 monthly payment. This, all totaled up in a month, can't exceed this. Okay, so now you see on our previous little videos that credit score is important because the lower the interest rate, the smaller your payment. Okay, so that's the basics of debt to income ratio.